Stank Dog. Jared Stank putting it in the main event on a 125, probably 150. But either way, dude, that bike's so underpowered. And then his social media afterward, if you guys didn't catch it, go over to my social media, Chris Cooksey 6161. I reposted his comments out to some of the media members and Steve Mathis in particular. He had some really harsh words for Steve. I think.
Oh, he's too fat. He's out of shape. Well, the 125 made it, Steve Mathis. Fuck you, Jason Thomas. Give your sister her jeans back, and fuck you, Chris Kiefer. The 125 made it. Fuck you, PulpMX, you fat bastard. Hey, Steve, how you gonna say, don't be such a snowflake, and then PM me? Really, guy? Really? That's what you're gonna PM me? Bro, you're talking shit. I shut you up. I shut you and your boys up. Don't start talking more shit on me, bro. I will make everyone say fuck PulpMX. I'll get the whole crowd to chant it, bro.
You know, Kiefer and JT and those guys handled it pretty well. And Kiefer hit him back and said, dude, you deserve it. You deserve to tell me to F off. I'm like, Kiefer, what a pro. Instead of, like Mathis DMing him and saying, dude, why are you going to be a flower? I'm like, come on, Mathis. You can't talk shit and then get pissed when somebody says it back. You just sit back and you go, boom, you got me. Like I had Swole on here after I said that he didn't deserve his ride. And I said, you know what, dude, you can hammer me. I deserve it. Sometimes when you say shit, you got to stand up for it. Don't just call the guy a snowflake. What did you think?
Hey, rule number one, Steve is never wrong. Okay. He is never wrong. You need to learn this.
Fucking idiot.
The sooner you learn this, the sooner that you will be a more accredited media member of the motocross and supercross community, which is why I will never be an accredited member of the motocross and supercross community, because let's face it, I got way too much going on. Anyway, no, dude, that was awesome to see. And can we talk about who was it behind him? The 161? Somebody was right behind him that whole second half of that heat race on a 254 stroke and could not put it together to get by him. So they were showing Stank Dog. It wasn't the smoothest thing I've ever seen, the smoothest 125 ride on a supercross track. But man, dude, it was so awesome to see him put it in. It's cool that he did it second round. We didn't have to wait all year for the attrition rate and everything to really set in for him to be able to put it in, because that thing is just so underpowered compared to, and he's probably going to say that we're assholes now too, but whatever. It is an underpowered bike. No matter what you say, he does not have the power that those 250Fs have, even the stock ones. So, but it was super cool. And him calling out Pulp and everything afterwards, loved it. Kiefer, as we all know, he's about the most stand-up guy out of all of them. So the way he reacted is pretty much the way I would see Kiefer reacting, because Kiefer is all about love and let's ride dirt bikes and let's all be cool. The way Steve reacted, pretty much the way I would normally expect Steve to react. Why are you pissed? I didn't say anything. All right, dude, whatever, man. Whatever. He is casually not throwing out the name of my show either, but there have been shots, especially back in the day when we first started, our second or third year when we were really growing. There were some shots fired on the show that it's I know you're talking about me. So whatever, it's all good. But yeah, that's awesome. I really need to get a hold of Stank Dog and bring him on the show and be like, yo, bro, let's just talk shit on some PulpMX here.
Oh yeah. Well, and here's the thing that Steve's too stupid to realize. That's beautiful for PulpMX for him to do that. He just brought PulpMX to another level, and I love it. Lean into it. But and then people are coming at me for reposting it. Oh, you just don't like. No, I don't like Steve. I think Steve's a piece of shit. He's a puppet for Davey Coombs. He's bought and paid for. And everyone's like, well, he does so much for privateers. Yeah, he does so much for, hiding what really happens and why they can't really make money. So yeah, fuck that guy. He's kind of a dick. I don't like him. And yeah, I will poke him anytime I can, but I mean, it's fair. I mean, Stank Dog said it, not me. So, but I thought it was hilarious, and it's not wrong.
Well, he makes no money, but have you seen that house?
He's bought and paid for. I'll just say that. I've seen the sponsor list. I know how much he charges. And good for
Me
him.
too.
Like I'm not hating on that. That's good for him. But
No,
you
it's
can't
great that
say
he's doing
what
that.
you want to say. I know how much trouble I've gotten in. We quit doing sponsors. We're like, fuck this. I'm not doing sponsors because I don't want to have to tell them what I don't want to pre-approve any of my fucking opinions. My opinions are my opinions. If you want to sponsor the show, that's fine. Don't control my opinions. So yeah, Coach and I just went away from it. But yeah, you can't work for Racer X, PulpMX, and expect to, have realistic journalism. It makes me so mad that he plays out that he's this like, guy who loves privateers, who does so much for this. He does not. He covers for them. He's bought and paid for. He's a mouthpiece. And as soon as sooner people realize that, better off they'll be. It's just like any other media outlet. That's the way it works these days. You buy and pay for certain media. And there's only a few people like you and I who are like, fuck it.
Yeah, knowing what I know about him and hearing through the grapevine that he's going to write a tell-all book, I'm super rooting for that when he retires, he writes a tell-all and actually tells all, because man, would I love to read that thing. And knowing some of the stuff that's going to be in there, oh my God, it'd be awesome. Absolutely awesome. So and we're going to get destroyed in the comments by the PulpMX fanboys, but whatever, it's fine. Maybe they'll come watch my show and make negative comments on my page too, because that'd be awesome.
See, I don't care. Make negative comments. You shouldn't agree with everything I say. I'll just say that. Sometimes I go back and I don't agree with what I said, but I believe it when I say it. I don't believe Steve believes his thoughts. He just makes them up. So I don't think it's authentic. And that's just my opinion. So, but Stank Dog, there's a motherfucking. I make up half the shit I talk about. What's that?
Yes, he is. He is very authentic. He is. So here's the sad thing. Okay, I have a negative experience with Stank Dog. I ran into him at Redbud. Yeah, at Redbud. I don't know how many years ago. Sometime in the last 5 years at the night track. And he had a red Solo cup. I have no idea what was it. And I made some comment to him of oh, what do you got? Some go-go juice or something in that Solo cup? And I think it was Friday night. I don't even think it was Saturday night after the race. I think it was Friday night before the race. And he just kind of blew me off. And I was just like, well, whatever. It's not the first guy to blow me off. So no big deal.
Listen, Stank's not a PR dream. If you're in certain ways, if you're promoting integrity weed or something like that, then yeah, he's your guy. But he kind of reminds me. Do you watch UFC at all?
Not much.
Oh, okay. Well, there's the Nate Diaz. They're thugs.
Oh yeah,
I probably wouldn't want to hang out
with
them. They're authentic thugs. They are what they appear to be. Stank's the same way. Stank is what Stank is. You can't make him be this on-time professional guy knocking a party. Stank is Stank. That's it. Love him, hate him, you get what he is. So, and I can live with that. I love that. I'm going to try and get him on this week too, dude. Let's get a hold of Stank. But the odds of getting Stank and pinning him down, good luck. So, yeah.
Hey, speaking of pinning people down, guess who I'm calling tonight on our show? Sorry, I keep plugging in. I'm sorry, I'm terrible at this.
Dude, you're doing this show for me. I appreciate it. Let's plug this shit. Let's build up the Moto Aftermath. If anyone else wants a show where there's no punches pulled, go listen to the Moto Aftermath show. Stop listening to these regurgitated ideas. Listen to these guys. They're goofballs. I love them. I probably got more visceral on there with you guys. Just you guys got me all hyped up, swearing, cussing, talking shit on people. I loved it. It was fun. It was fun. It was really cool. And then I realized, oh God, what did I say?
Dude, I have to do the same thing. I have to go back and listen to the show after and be like, I don't even know what I said half the time. Justin gets me pissed. I start yelling at him about how stupid he is, or I'll start yelling about something about Davey Coombs or whatever.
My best friend Davey Coombs.
It's terrible sometimes. And then I listen to stuff and I'm like, oh man, yeah. I want to get on the show at some point, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But I'm gonna keep getting him and try. So him and Sean Brennan are on my list.
Well, Sean, I never had any issues with Sean. I thought we were cool. But now for some reason I'm just stonewalled. He won't respond to me. And when he does, he says, fill out the app. I fill out the app, nothing. I'm like, okay, I guess they're doing the, instead of directly telling me I'm no longer media for Supercross or approved, I don't give a shit, but I probably wasn't going to go that much anywhere because of my COVID this year. But He's just freezing me out. Where Davey Coombs just
let me apologize because you got out of that one because you came on our show. Because trust me, he creeps on our show all the time. I've like been through our followers, follows us on every single social media. He's there. I DM'd him on Instagram and I was like, hey bro, you want to come on? And like never heard back from him. And it's like, look, dude, just don't creep and then not show up. Like, if you want to creep, like, I'll have you on. We'll talk, because I would love to talk to you about why I had to buy a VIP experience to go to the press conference when I was at Oakland 2 years ago instead of getting a press pass so that I could record the press conference. But hey, whatever, it's fine.
Well, my whole thing with the press conferences, I felt like I brought some legit questions, and some of their most viewed press conferences were shit that I got people to say. And I'm like, so you don't want me there? That's strange. Okay.